Okay, let's. I think there was the Vieira NPC that we chatted to before. Is the city not wonderful? I still lose my way on occasion, but I've come to know some of her walks and alleyways. But the land, I cannot hear it. Should this not trouble me as a Vieira? Yeah, you should be ashamed. I'm glad you think so. I sometimes worry that a true Vieira would not have such difficulty finding her way. I wonder if my sister had such doubts when she first left the wood. Ah, pay no mind to my mutterings. Pray, speak with me again soon. Her sister. I don't know how big a group the Vieira are, but, well, we do have one amongst our midst, but surely if that was a thing, that would have triggered some kind of cutscene right now. Vaughn, haven't seen you much around the city these days. What have you been doing? Nothing too dangerous, I hope. Nah, nothing too dangerous. I'm sorry, it's really none of my business, but sometimes I think about Rex and I get worried for you. Be careful, okay? Alright, what should we head towards? I think the Gambit shop is up there, so let's head towards it. It's really tiring to read all the NPC talk, so if someone says something interesting, then I'll try to read it out, because otherwise it's going to take too long for me. Because I'm sure that there's going to be some NPCs that tell you some genuinely interesting or important stuff, so I'll try to talk to more of them. I haven't talked to too many. Now, apparently this guy in here, the Moogle, is going to have some extra hunts available for us, so let's go and check that out. Alright mate, sorry. Where was it? There we go. There's the little guy. How fares the hunt, Kupo? All your membership papers are in order, Kupo. Allow me to give you this to commemorate your joining the guild. I'll have a little something for you each time you attain a new clan rank, Kupo. 3 potions, okay. Kupo Po, you're a hedge knight already? You've been burning the midnight oil, Kupo. Clan Centurio knows how to treat his hard-working members, Kupo. Here, a reward for your accomplishment. Whoa, okay. I don't know what I did to deserve that. I've only done like 2 hunts, haven't I? Oh, so okay, every time I just defeat a bunch of things, I can just come to this guy. Wow. Thank God I came in here. Presented in recognition of labours undertaken to lessen the dangers of the Garamside waterway. 150 gil, okay. Also defeated the Fire Mage. Whoa. 200 gil. Mimic Queen. So I just get random bonuses. So if I never spoke to this guy, I wouldn't have got all of these bonuses. That's awesome. 300 gil. Defeated a Demon Wall. Impressive, Kupo. 600 gil. Warp Moat. You now command an Esper. Impressive, Kupo. Urek sends you this with his compliments. An epic tale embark I now to write, of you whose deeds give voice to silent muse. 2 Arcanai. 2 teleports then. Okay. Let's take them all on, man. Petitioner Darnia in the Giza Plains. Okay. Yes, I will. Just remember I'm just an intermediary. There's that petitioner thing that makes it a bit long. I wish it wasn't, but okay, it's basically where the save crystal is. We call the vilest of the vile marks elite marks, Kupo. My dream is to see each and every last elite mark fall before the swords of the clan. Okay, let's accept the rock toys as well. So I'll probably have to start using teleport stones to start to speak to these petitioners and all that kind of thing. Okay. Excellent. Let's continue on. I've got a little bit of extra gil at least. Nice little bonus. I'm running low on gil, so I think I need to do some of these hunts in order to get some gil back. I might want to buy some specific gambits that I've been missing. To the west of the bridge. Yes, I think that's in reference to the clan building. Most important thing in a fight, a level head on your shoulders. Beast great and small roam around, be sure to know it. Okay. Let's go to the Gambit shop. I don't know if these guys will tell me anything special, but by mistake? What the hell, man? Walking the way of the Gambit is like climbing a mountain whose peak you cannot see. That is a really good description about the whole Gambit system. Yet never have I thought to turn back. I seek the ultimate combination of Gambits, one capable of accommodating any scenario. Such a thing might not exist, but I will not rest until I have found it. Yeah, share your thoughts, bro. When it really counts, nothing can replace giving each and every command. Yeah. Of course, it's nice to not have to worry about giving orders for every little thing. I suppose it just depends on the situation. Yeah, so just general advice. Let's see. Now, foe, highest MP, lowest MP. Maybe if I get an ability that can siphon away MP, that might be useful. Debilitating abilities, that might be useful. I feel like these might be useful as my magic becomes more powerful. Like if a foe has less than 1000 HP, don't waste magic on it, perhaps. Okay. Right. That might be useful because then I can use some fire magic on it. The poach ability I think had something to do with that, so maybe it might be useful. That's the one that I didn't buy, I should have brought that. Okay, foe, character status, blind. Oh, these might be useful for something like the MP draining abilities as well. No, that's great. I needed less than. Shit, I bought the wrong one. That's the one I wanted. Character HP less than... Again, a drain-like ability might be useful. Ah, okay, so these are some gambits that could be useful. Okay. I think these need to be brought. Status effects are coming into it a lot more as we're progressing. Ally, if target an ally if 3 or more foes are present. That's what I needed. There is an MP equals 0, which would have been good. Got all of these. Okay, I think we'll leave it for now. Did we get any little extra bits of loot? Nothing much. I feel like maybe I shouldn't sell this Arcana thing. Surely... Okay. So that's my Gambit shopping done. Which way should I go now? I'll probably head to the Sand Sea to check the board over there as well. Accepted, completed. Ah! I don't think I've gone to get the reward for this. Yeah, okay. I think I need to return to this person to get my reward. Nidhogg. Okay. Right, okay. Another one in Bujeba. Yeah, so most of the hunts have now started to go further afield. That can't be found in Rabanasta. So I think what I'll do first, quickly, is head to the Garamside Waterway. A pickpocket's no good without pockets to pick. Oh, it's Kites. Kites, what's up? Hey Vaughn, haven't seen you around much lately. Working on something big, can't wait to hear more about it. You don't have to worry about me and the others. I'll watch after everybody. Yeah, it's pretty much bowed out the story at the moment. Traveling merchant. There she is. You've done it. You've defeated the Wraith. Thank you. Thank you so much. The ghost is gone? Gone for good. This young man hunted it for us. Oh ho! You finally come out, my little Deeg. Papa, these people got rid of the ghost for me. Deeg is sorry for worrying you, Papa. It's not been easy being jovial with my son locked up in a vacant house, but now that all is well, it should not be so hard. But now that all is well, he does look happy, I'll admit, thanks in large part to you. Oh, you didn't think? Heavens, it wasn't my child. If you'd gotten the wrong impression, I apologise. Please take this in thanks for your successful hunt. There's a little something there from our jovial friend as well. 500 gil, ether, gauntlets. What are gauntlets? I think they're accessories. Yeah. Reduces physical damage taken when HP critical. Okay. Right, that's that one done. Private residence. I still can't get in there, can I? Oh, I can. I swear this was locked before. Oh, it's Deeg's house. What's up, Deeg? Started out, Deeg hid in here for fear of that ghost. But the more Deeg comes, the more Deeg likes it. Kinda cozy. My part owns the place is lent out to somebody, but it's empty now. Whoever used to live here left a letter on the table. Deeg read it, but it doesn't make any sense. You can have it if you want. Okay. You find a letter on the table. It reads, I know my days grow short. I regret only that I shall not have the opportunity to return that item entrusted to me all these many years. I have divided it into 4 pieces, in hopes this might prevent it falling easily into searching hands. I have enclosed the whereabouts of one of the 4, in the event its rightful owner should come seeking to recover it. Stop the water's flow, then loose it once more, then loose it once more. East, southeast, east, southwest, southeast. I pray that it rests there undisturbed. Okay. Stop the water's flow, then loose it once more. Okay. Right, we'll have to see about that. Dusty letter. Maybe it's something really cool. I'll have to research that at the end of the session. Okay. I think I might consider wrapping it up for this session. So what I want to do next session is to pick the second jobs for people. So I've started to already do some research on this, and I have some ideas, but based on the first jobs I've picked, it's not going to be perfect. It's not even probably going to be good, but at least it's better than just having one job, right? So I've got this in the Ester Sand that I need to get to, which we'll try to do. Bujerba, Giza Plains, Bujerba. Okay, so we've got 2 in Bujerba, so I'll probably head to Bujerba to do those hunts first. Right, I think that's the end of this session. So, like I said, I'll come back having done a little bit more research about the jobs, give my peeps their second jobs, and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so that time has finally come. We need to address the situation of the second jobs that we have for all of these guys. So when I started with the playthrough and I heard about this whole, it's the Zodiac Age and we can pick 2 jobs for each character, that just like, I thought to myself, that's going to be such a challenge for a first timer to do it right, or to even do it well, because there's so much to think about. But I've done my best. I spent a little bit of time researching before this episode, and hopefully I've come up with some things that, at least in my own mind, on a surface level make sense. So those of you guys that know the game really well, or that have researched a lot more than I have, will know that there's certain combinations that are going to work better than others. But my logic is that at the end of the day, in the international Zodiac job system, you could only pick 1 job for each person, and people got through that game, with those restrictions. So surely having a second one that at least kind of makes sense surely can't be that bad. So I'm hoping that this isn't going to be too terrible, but let's get into it. Let me explain to you which jobs I'm going to pick for each person and why I've done that. When I say, like, on a surface level it makes sense, there's multiple layers of depth here. Based on what I've researched, it's not just as simple as saying, okay, so Penelo is a white mage with low HP, so let's just give her something with high HP. That kind of works, but then you have to think about things like swiftness. So each job has their own amount of swiftness that they can get. So if you pick a job like, let's say, Monk, that has 1 swiftness, and then you pair it with something that has 1 swiftness as well, then you miss out on a lot of swiftness. So that's something that surely will help, especially as the game gets more difficult, the faster your characters are. Surely that's always going to be beneficial. So that's something you need to think about alongside HP. But then you have to go a layer deeper, and there's all like armors. So there's heavy armors in the game, and it's like it might be a good idea to unlock heavy armors for a job that doesn't currently have it. So you have all of that kind of stuff, and then you have like the laws that each one has. So they all have a different distribution of magic laws and battle laws. And then you've got to think about like how you combine espers into all of this. So for a first timer that's never played with this kind of system before, it's just so much to do. And I think even based on the first jobs I've picked for people, it's going to be impossible for me to get a well-optimized group here anyway, because there's certain combinations even among these first 6 that work well, like optimally together. So I've already missed out on that opportunity because I decided, well, this is going to be my 1 playthrough of this game. I'm probably not going to get any time to play through this game in any great detail anytime soon. So I want to use every single job available. So I don't want to duplicate jobs either. So for that reason, I'm going to do my best here. Apologies in advance to all you guys that just know this game inside out and will be scratching your heads or just fuming at the decisions I've made here. But I'm going to go with this and hopefully progress as best I can with the game. So let's do it. We'll start with Vaughn. His one seems like an easier decision to me because Dude's already a ninja and doing quite well, and apparently from my research, Foe Breaker tends to go well with ninja. It makes him like the ultimate damage dealing powerhouse. And the Foe Breaker is a slow but powerful job, but when you combine it with something that's quick like Shikari, it probably works out quite well. So Vaughn is going to be a Shikari / Foe Breaker. So that's the first one. Some of these were easier to figure out than others, some of these are just straight up not going to be very optimal at all, but it's kind of the best I can manage with the given situation. So another one that I think is going to work well, because there's an added element of, as a first time player, like you see Balthier, and you see that the dude like is a gun wielding character. Fran is an archer, so you kind of want to give stuff that makes more sense for them as a character. Like Ash, the first shot I think you see of her with the resistance, she's got a sword, so you want to make her a knight, and like Barsh and that kind of thing. So making Barsh a mage is not really ideal, but so you want to find as good a balance as you can. But obviously, You know, if a job makes more sense, even though it doesn't seem like the right one, appearance-wise, like thematically, I think it's still important to give them what you can. But based on my research, black mages are a little bit slow, and they're a bit lack in the HP department. So Fran, I'm going to give her the job that really naturally belongs to her, which is the archer. So I need to unlock this first to gain access to this bit of the board. So Fran is going to be a black mage / archer. So I guess she can maybe cast spells from a distance as well. That might be an added bonus. But it's got good swiftness. It's got a decent boost in HP as well. So even that is should hopefully help me out, at least at a surface level, like I said. So that's number 2. The next one is a pretty important one, and it's the White Mage. Now, again, the White Mage, because she's a healer, the quicker my healer is, my logic tells me that that's a good idea, to have a healer that's as quick as possible. So that makes sense. I also obviously want her to get some decent HP boost as a healer as well. And of the things I have left, I pretty much have 2 choices here. Either I go with Machinist, or I go with Time Battle Mage. Now, Time Battle Mage will make Penelo like an all-round, like, buffing and healing powerhouse, which sounds good, but then I'm thinking of, like, having to unlock everything and putting everything on Penelo, and all of the MP drainage that's going to happen, which is going to have to cast, like, the haste and all of that stuff alongside all of her healing as well. So I don't want those two to clash as much, so I prefer to have someone else be a Time Battle Mage, so I have a second person that can buff while Penelo's like needing to heal or apply some buffs of her own. So that's why I've gone for Machinist, because it's got the swiftness, it's got the HP that's going to be useful to the White Mage. Now ideally I'd want to give this to the Monk, but I prefer to give it to Penelo, because I know Machinists use guns, which makes more sense for Balthier, but I prefer my White Mage to have this instead, because for the Monk, he's going to be the one that's going to get Time Battle Mage. So my White Mage is going to be a Machinist as a second job. Monk is one of the only ones that has 1 swiftness, so he's a very slow one. Time Battle Mage has nice 3 swiftness, and it also has some extra magics, like as you can see here, reflect, haste, etc. So I feel like that will augment the Monk's healing ability as well. So if I use my Espers wisely, Balthier should be pretty good healing as well. So not only is he going to be very powerful physically, he's also going to be able to offer us some buffs as well. So I think, and he's going to be quicker too. So I need to unlock his I don't know who I'm going to give the Esper to yet, so I prefer to just get the second groups done first, the second jobs done first, and then come to that. There we go, that's my reasoning behind that. Now, this is the one where I struggled with the jobs that's left. It's a bit of a problem here, because on the one hand, I want my knight to have more swiftness, because Ash only has 1 swiftness at the moment. So my choice is to go with either, let me just unlock the second one here. The choice here is to either go with Ulan. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I've never heard anyone else pronounce it before, but Ulan makes sense to me. So either I do this, which has 2 swiftness, or I do this, which has 1 swiftness. Now, the Red Battle Mage kind of makes more sense to me, because the Knight already gets a decent HP boost. It doesn't need the extra HP from Ulan, I think. Ash is a bit more, like, in terms of base stats, I think she's a decent magical character, so I think Mage, she has a mage element to her anyway, which makes sense. Now, this one, it offers some pretty good magic in there as well, so I feel like that might offer some nice balance to the physicality of the Knight. So we've still got stuff like Cure and Raise, which is quite interesting. So, as you can see, there's some decent white magic in there. So I feel like that could be something definitely useful to Ash as she moves on. The only disadvantage here is that she's going to have 1 swiftness, which is going to be a bit of a problem. But I guess she'll be able to have pretty decent HP, so she can tank it out anyway. She'll be pretty strong, and she'll have a lot of extra abilities for it. Because, I mean, I feel like the difference between 1 swiftness and 2 swiftness can't be that much. It's 10%. So in the long run, surely it can't be that much of a big deal. So that's what I'm thinking about at the moment. And the added benefit of doing that, so let's make Ash a red Battle Mage. Finally, that leaves Barsh. Ah, shit. He's not going to have the LP to get to it. Damn it. I don't want to use that yet. He's going to get Ulan. The reason he's going to get that is because at the moment he is a samurai slash, well, a bushi, but the bushi doesn't have the maximum amount of battle laws. Now the Ulan is a good physical damage dealer from what I've read. He already has 3 swiftness as a bushi, so he doesn't need any more speed anyway. The Ulan only has 2 swiftness, so that's not going to matter. But the Ulan, I'm thinking, is going to give the bushi extra damage dealing capability. So that's the kind of logic I've got from there, which kind of makes sense to me. Apparently the bushi can equip heavy armor as well, so he gets to equip heavy armor, which I guess could help in some situations. He's going to get a little bit of extra magic as well, but not too much. But that should still help him as a bushi. So I think that probably makes the most sense for me at the moment. So yeah, that's what I've gone for. The Esper is not something I'm going to think about in this session. I'll allocate the Esper in the next one. I think the first one doesn't matter too much anyway. It doesn't really offer that big an advantage to anyone. So we'll think about that a little bit later. So that's how it's looking, guys. Those are my second jobs. There's so many to choose from. I've looked up a lot of like optimal combination, like forum threads and that kind of thing, and I've seen tons of different combinations. So I mean, I don't feel like these are terrible. They're not the best, but especially red Battle Mage and Knight I don't think is ideal, and Bushi Ulan's probably not ideal either. But for the rest of these, they kind of make sense to me. So we're going to run with this and we're going to see how it goes. So that is the second job part over. Let me put a new save in here. So what I wanted to do here, I think in Bougerba I had 2 hunts. So that's why I wanted to get involved with. I wanted to spend a little bit of time hunting and see what we're going to do from there. So let's check out the clan primer. Yeah, so we've got Marauder in the Mines and the Cry of its Power. So 5 and 7. I think we'll go for those. Well, I've got this little one here as well. I might as well just do them in order, so I've got 3 done as well. And it's not too far away. Let's head to the Ester Sand. Okay. Alright, I'll head out there and begin my hunts. I feel like this hunt should be pretty easy, so I'm not going to bother too much with trying to strategize here. I just want to get out there and get on with it.